Hello and welcome to another session of corporate accounting with me, Dr. Abhishek Sharma. So let's pick up our session for the day and see what we have in store for you. Another interesting subject, the matching concept. What is the matching concept? Now, the matching concept drives its principle closely from the accounting period concept, right? Accounting period तो अभी हमने समझा था. Accounting period is basically your let's say year, accounting year or month or quarter. Basically, the time period or the date which is mentioned on your financial statement, right? Balance sheet as at 31st of January 2024, P&L for the P&L account for the month of January 2024 or December 2023. That is an accounting period, right? What is the matching concept? Matching concept is basically an extension of the accounting period. Okay? We say you earn revenue and you spend, which is known as expenditure. Right? You earn, which is known as revenue, and you spend, which is known as expenditure. So the expenditures and revenues for the same accounting period, let's say for the same month, year or quarter, these have to be recorded in the same accounting period. Which means an attempt should be made, or it is in the best interest to record the revenue and expenditure accruing in the same accounting period in this this revenues and expenditure which are accruing in a certain accounting period to be recorded in the same accounting period. So say for an example, अगर मैंने जनवरी में कोई revenue earn की है, an attempt should be made to book the revenue in January and it's commensurating or and its expenditure or related expenditure in the same month. To give you an example, last time हमने एक P&L अकाउंट देखा था जिसमें हमने कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड और रेवेन्यूज का एक प्रोजेक्शन देखा था, राइट? सो वी स्टार्ट विथ सेल्स. सेल्स से रेवेन्यू जनरेट होता है, उसी रेवेन्यू का कुछ कॉस्ट ऑफ जो हमने गुड्स बेचे थे उसका कुछ कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड भी होगा, right? So say for an example, let me just get rid of everything, that will make more sense. So say for an example, you sold 100 units which were manufactured in January, right, at the rate 25 rupees per piece. Okay, so the revenue for the month of January is about 2500 rupees, right? 2500 rupees. Okay, the cost of manufacturing these 100 units came out to be 15 rupees per piece. So in order to identify how much profit you have made or how much gross profit you have made within January, it is essential कि दोनों उसी पीरियड के revenues और expenditure उसी पीरियड में बुक हों, right? So say for an example, if you take a differential of this, you have a profit of 10 rupees per piece, right? So the profit of, let's say, 1000 rupees has to be booked within the month of January. Now, sometimes you will be able to do this, sometimes you will not, because the accounting standards tell you that the revenues or the inflows, they have to be identified, recorded when they are received, they are done on cash basis. Okay, but the expenditures, they are always done on accrual basis. As soon as those expenditures are made, paid or not, different thing. राइट? सो से फॉर एन एग्जांपल, आपने क्रेडिट पे रॉ मटेरियल लेके आपने अपना प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर कर लिया. द मोमेंट यू हैव procured that material on credit, you have not paid it, you have not paid cash for it, you have to identify that as an expenditure in the month of Jan itself or in the month of January itself. But जो सेल्स हैं, सेल्स भी आपने क्रेडिट पे की होंगी, राइट? सो इस ये जो 25 रुपीज है, हो सकता है ये आपको February 1st वीक में मिले, राइट? बट एक्सपेंसेस आपको जनवरी में ही रिकॉग्नाइज करने पड़ेंगे, ठीक है? So what we are trying to say here is, matching concept tells you try or make an effort to identify or record the revenue and expenditure pertaining to a certain period within that period itself, so that the correct picture of profit for that particular period is known. But obviously there are accounting postulates, accounting principles or accounting standards on revenue recognition that tells you कि जो भी हमारे revenues होते हैं उनको आप तब बुक करोगे जब वो कैश में रिसीव हो जाएंगे, ओके? बट एक्सपेंसेस को आप तभी बुक कर लोगे जब वो अक्रू हो जाते हैं. व्हाट इज अक्रूवल, व्हाट, हाउ दे आर डन, विल अंडरस्टैंड एंड विल मोर डिस्कस मोर व्हेन वी मूव इनटू नेक्स्ट सेशंस. ओके? इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल एवरी टाइम, बट अ सर्टेन अटेम्प्ट हैज टू बी मेड कि जितने भी रेवेन्यूज और एक्सपेंडिचर एक पर्टेनिंग टू अ सर्टेन अकाउंटिंग पीरियड है वो उसी अकाउंटिंग पीरियड के अंदर रिकॉर्ड हो जाने चाहिए, सो दैट द क्लियरर पिक्चर फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर अकाउंटिंग पीरियड इज नोन टू अस. ओके? Then moving on, accounting period we have just understood, right? जो भी month है, quarter है, week है, day है, right? We have to follow the concept of accounting period. Accounting period means the accounts have to be drawn and closed for a certain period, and we have to follow this accounting period consistently over a period of time. ऐसा नहीं है कि आज हम अपने accounts एज एट 31st मार्च क्लोज कर रहे हैं, नेक्स्ट ईयर हम अपने अकाउंट्स 31st दिसंबर पे क्लोज करेंगे. नहीं, वी हैव टू फॉलो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग पीरियड कंसिस्टेंटली. ओके? अदरवाइज इट विल लीड टू अ लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, अदरवाइज इट विल लीड टू और इट विल प्रॉब्ली गिव यू अ मिसलीडिंग पिक्चर विच इज नॉट एन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ अकाउंटिंग, राइट? अकाउंटिंग का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था? टू रिप्रेजेंट और रिफ्लेक्ट द ट्रू एंड फेयर picture of the state of affairs or how your business is really doing, to give you the true picture. If you don't follow the accounting period or if you don't follow the accounting time period consistently, that statement of affair or the state of affair will not reflect the true picture. Okay? Then moving down to monetary unit assumption. Monetary unit assumption is nothing but what we call the measuring rod of money, right? Anything in accounting is, or anything that you record in accounting is capable of being measured in terms of money. You can use rupees as a unit, right? You can use dollars, pounds, or whatever as a unit. But the point here is the measuring rod of money. You can Google this concept, the measuring rod of money. कभी आप कपड़ा खरीदने गए हैं तो वहां पे आपको दिखेगा कि उनके पास एक बहुत बड़ी स्टिक होती है, ठीक है? उसको हम बोलते हैं मेजरिंग रॉड, राइट? सो व्हेनेवर दे वांट टू सेल यू सम क्लॉथ, जब भी आपको कुछ कपड़ा बेचेंगे तो आप अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट दोगे, 2 मीटर चाहिए, 3 मीटर, नॉर्मली वो 1 मीटर की होती है, राइट? सो व्हाट दे वुड डू, वो उस मेजरिंग रॉड को उस कपड़े के साथ लगा के आपको एग्जैक्ट मेजर करके देंगे कि कितना कपड़ा आपको चाहिए, 1 मीटर, 2 मीटर, 3 मीटर, व्हाटएवर, राइट? सो दे आर एबल टू मेजर द लेंथ ऑफ द क्लॉथ विद द यूनिट्स ऑफ दैट मेजरिंग रॉड. सिमिलरली जो भी अकाउंटिंग में आप मेजर करोगे, जो भी अकाउंटिंग में आप रिकॉर्ड करोगे, दैट इज केपेबल ऑफ बीइंग मेजर्ड विद द मॉनेटरी यूनिट assumption, which may be in rupees, dollars, or whatever. Okay? So accounting is numbers, and numbers, the units, or say for an example, to put it very simply, water or fluids, they are measured in liters or gallons, right? जब आप उसको measure करते हो तो किस में measure करते हो, liters या gallons में. Distance को हम measure करते हैं किलोमीटर्स या माइल्स में। सिमिलरली मनी को या वैल्यू को मेजर करने का हमारे पास जो एक तरीका है वो है मेजरिंग रॉड ऑफ मनी, विच इज रुपीज, डॉलर्स, पाउंड्स, whatever, right, in terms of money. Okay, that's fairly simple. Thanks for joining in the session, guys. I hope it has increased your knowledge, it was useful, and you will be able to understand more of the corporate accounting. I'll see you next time. Thank you.